So, since our childhood, we've been sold one promise: study hard, work hard, make some money, find love, and then travel the world. And somewhere between the lines, you probably need to find happiness somewhere. But what if the goal itself is the real problem? Then why depression is still increasing? Why our wealthy countries are reporting more and more and more loneliness? Why do celebrities struggle with addiction? And why successful people keep chasing more? Maybe we've actually misunderstood happiness. So most people think that happiness is comfort, feeling good, pleasure, and avoiding pain. The social norms and social media especially defines the boundaries of happiness, where our happiness lies. For instance, everything becomes vacations, cars, mansions, and money. You need a rush of dopamine and more of consumption. But the question here is this how humans have always understood happiness? So in order for us to understand the history of happiness, we need to go back a little bit in time. Let's take Aristotle, for example. He's the one of the most important philosophers of the Greek era, and he never actually believed that happiness meant pleasure. In his philosophies, he distinguished between pleasure and eudaimonia. What is eudaimonia, you might ask? There is no specific definition for eudaimonia, but the closest term for it is human flourishing. And what does that mean? It means that people can find fulfillment through virtue, excellence, courage, wisdom, and meaningful actions in general. And as he quotes, happiness depends upon ourselves. But what he meant is not chasing emotions, but instead building character. For example, Viktor Frankl is a Holocaust survivor, a psychiatrist, and the author of The Man's Search for Meaning. And as he quotes, "Do not aim at happiness. The more you aim at it and make it a target, the more you are going to miss it." Meaning that happiness actually appears after pursuing something meaningful. He believed that purpose comes first, and then happiness just follows. You can see that in Stoicism, Buddhism, and a lot of other cultures, religions, and some paths or way of thinking. For example, Stoicism. Let's say Marcus Aurelius as an example. He states, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself." According to Arthur Brooke, and he's one of the professor in Harvard that studied happiness for years and years and years. And the pattern he saw that the happiest people doesn't actually pursue happiness or pleasure or comfort. They actually pursue meaning. And when I say meaning, I'm meaning relationship, work, faith, and service. Service to other people, to give from your part to other people. It doesn't matter what are you gonna just give. As long as it gives some value to other people, it's gonna probably bring you back some meaning, which is gonna probably bring you back happiness. And here, I really want to talk about something that we probably all lived and felt at some point of our life. And it is the hedonic treadmill. So, did you ever have the feeling that you really wanted something really badly? It doesn't matter if it's a car, an iPhone, a MacBook, I don't know, anything that you really wanted to buy. Even it can be just the new PS5, or maybe it's just a new game that came out, or maybe a new toy for your kids. But did you realize that after buying that thing, maybe for a couple days, it's exciting that you have this new thing. It's just new, you're taking care of it, you're just looking at it as it's something, wow, I just bought that, I wanted that for so long. But after a couple days, just get into the routine and it just gets normal. It's meh, you already have that thing, you just get used to it, and you need another new thing to be longing for, to be searching for. And that's exactly the hedonic treadmill. Everything becomes ordinary after we acquire it, and we just keep wanting more and more and more things. More dopamine rush, more materialistic things, more relationships, more of every single things of our life. And don't get me wrong, this is not actually bad for the human evolution. If we just had everything and anything, if you had just I don't know, maybe if you were just 3,000 years ago and had a potato or a peach or a banana and you're totally satisfied with it, after a couple weeks, you're eventually gonna die of hunger. This is actually a human nature that keeps us wanting more and more and more and pushes us to evolve and do some new stuff like develop light, develop cars, develop spaceships, develop airplanes, etc., etc., etc. And all of this brings us actually to one big question. If happiness is not the end goal, then what should we chase instead? As we talked earlier, we should chase something. We should long for something in order for us to evolve and become a better human being and become a better civilization overall. But if this is not happiness that we're gonna chase, what do we chase in order for us to be happy? The answer for this question is actually a little bit dumb and really, really, really simple. You just need to follow something that gives you meaning. You need to follow something that gives you the mastery over something. It doesn't matter if you're gonna master martial art, or you're gonna master cooking, or you're gonna maybe master fixing cars. Just what gives you meaning and mastery through your life. Something that makes you valuable to the society and makes you give the value to the society you're living in. When you master something and you're really valuable to a society, this is actually a responsibility. So you become a responsible person over something. It doesn't matter if you're a doctor, engineer, or an architect, or maybe you're just a cook. You cook some delicious food and healthy food for the population. You provide something valuable that the society value in general. You need to chase meaning, responsibility, relationship, growth, and the mastery of the things you want to do in life. Do you just remember the question we asked at first? What if happiness isn't something you find? What if it's just something that quietly appears when you're building a meaningful life? You can probably remember the last time you were happy, and you just realize that happiness appears when you're just busy with your life. The happiest moments of your life weren't actually planned. You didn't chase them. You were just too busy living.